Good morning to everyone. Myself N. Kalpana. I am from Sri GK Jain Higher Secondary School, Royapuram. Today, for the 10th standard, I am going to explain the topic is nuclear physics. So, before going to the chapter, we have to know the basic things. First one is the matter. Matter is what is meant by matter. Everything that occupies some space, even a stone, even a large things, or even a small things. Anything that occupies some space that will be considered as a matter. Each and every substance, it is made up of an atom. What is mean by atom? First, before that, you should know the atomic structure. If it is atomic structure, we have the three elementary particles: proton, electron and neutron. Proton and the neutron, which is present inside the atom. So it will be a nucleus of the atom. So inside the nucleus, proton and electron will be present in it. And the electron, proton and neutron. Electron is revolving around the atom. Okay. And next one, elements. So we know that a lot of elements we have a breathe oxygen, carbon dioxide, atmosphere is filled with nitrogen, some other elements, all the element, it is made up of these kind of atom only. Okay. So atom plays a vital role. So proton, electron and neutron, these are all the small elementary particles. And other than that, proton, meson is also be there. Some other like this, it will be a large elementary particles. Okay. Then we have to know the radioactivity. What is mean by radioactivity? We have the two types of radioactivity. One is a natural radioactive substance. The other one is a artificial radioactive substance. Natural radioactive substance means by nature itself it should have that property of radially. It emitted the radioactives. But some other substance it cannot. We have to induce it. That will be called it as a artificial radioactive substance. Okay. First one, radioactive substance. We have two different things. One is a stable. Another one is a unstable. If it is a stable means inside the atom, proton and neutron will be there. I already told that. So, whenever the proton which is equal to the neutron, that will be a stable particle. If it is not, if it is having a proton is greater than neutron or neutron is greater than proton, that means it should be unstable. So when it is a radioactive, two kinds will be there. One it is a stable, one it is a unstable. Let's see the unstable one. If it is an unstable particle means, first thing it has to get converted into the stable thing. They wanted to become a stable one. How should it do? If it is an unstable particle, it is wanted to become a stable means it is done under the nuclear decay. So the nucleus has been decay. So during the decay, after the decay, it has become stable. So during the decaying, it emits some other rays. Three different kinds of rays it has been emitted. Those will be alpha, beta and gamma. So okay. So we know that radioactivity, two different things, stable, unstable. Unstable, they wanted to become a stable. So if during the unstable become a stable, nuclear decay will be there. So that only alpha, beta and gamma will be there. And next one, most of the elements which will be having a more than 83 atomic number, whose atomic number is more than 83, will be always be a radioactive substance. It will be an unstable one. Okay. And except the two things, technetium and promethium, these two elements only having a lesser in the 83 atomic number, but it should be also a radioactive element. Let's see the properties of alpha, beta and gamma. First one, alpha, beta and gamma. What is a particle? So in alpha we having a 2 proton and 2 neutron. Okay. And beta, there is no proton, there is no neutron. Only the electron will be there in the beta rays. And gamma, photons will be there. I already told that photon means it should be a large elementary particles. It has been emitted during the electromagnetic waves. Whenever the electromagnetic waves, it has emitted the photon rays. It is the gamma rays. And next one, second one is a symbol. We know that 2 proton and 2 neutron. Let's see the example for this. Here, consider the element helium. Here they have been given 2 and it is 4. 2 means it is an atomic number. That means only the proton. And 4 means his mass number. Mass number is addition of proton as sum of proton as well as the neutron. So here whatever given, 2 proton and 2 neutron. So 2 atomic number proton will be there, and 2 plus 2 4. So automatically it should be the helium. So alpha rays, symbol for alpha rays is always be helium. And next one, beta. Beta I told that proton, there is no proton and neutron. Only the electron will be there. Symbol of electron is E. And next one, photons. So it doesn't have proton, neutron and nothing else will be there. So it should be nil. And next one, charge. So proton means it should be positive charge. Neutron, it should be a neutral one. And electron, it should be a negative one. Proton positive, electron negative and neutron neutral. So here we are having a proton. So automatically it will plus here 2. So plus 2 charges. Plus 2 is the charges for that. And next one, beta. Beta here we don't have proton and neutron. So automatically electron is 1. So its charges is -1. Okay. And neutron, it should be a neutral one. No charges will be there. And next one, ionizing. What is mean by ionizing? That means the element which is having the ability easily to capable of producing, converted into the ionized one, ionic substance. Whether it should be a cation or should be an anion. That is the ionizing property. Alpha, which is having a high ionizable substance, easily it get converted as a ions. Okay. If how much it has been greater when compared with beta, it should be 100 times greater alpha. When compared with gamma, it should be 1000 times greater. Next one, beta. Beta, it should be a low ionizing one, and gamma, it should be very less in that. Okay. And next one, penetrating. What is mean by penetrating? How it has been passed on it. Okay. So first thing, it should be a low. Alpha is a low penetrating power. It has the ability to penetrate only the thin paper. So alpha rays, it passed only the thin paper. And next one, beta rays. Beta rays, it will be having a greater. That means it will be passed only the metal foil. So it should be passed on paper and it should be passed on metal foil. Up to that metal foil only it can able to pass on it. And next one, gamma. Gamma will be having a heavy, very great in that penetrating power. It should be penetrated through the metal blocks. Let's see that. If alpha, it should be having penetrating of paper. Beta, able to penetrate paper as well as the thin foil. And gamma, paper, thin foil up to a metal block. So we have very high penetrating level is gamma rays only. And next one, speed. How it has been speed. The speed of the rays, these rays, how it has been speed. How it should fastly, it has been fastly penetrating. First one, the speed of the alpha rays is 1/10 to 1/20 level. But the beta is 9/10 only. The gamma is, it is up to the speed of light. Up to that speed of light. And next one, electric and the magnetic field. How the deflection will be happen for the electric and magnetic field in presence of alpha, beta and gamma. It is having, so alpha rays will be deflected both the electric field as well as the magnetic field. It is up to that Fleming left hand rule. We already know that the Fleming left hand rule. This will be the Fleming left hand rule. So thumb finger, forefinger and the middle finger. Current, electric field as well as the motion. So this will be the direction for that. So this will be a Fleming left hand rule. So the alpha particles, it has been deflected both electric field as well as the magnetic field in the form of the Fleming left hand rule. Beta, the same, it is also be deflected in the electric as well as the magnetic field, but which it is also be the Fleming left hand rule deflected in both magnetic and electric field, but which is opposite to the alpha rays. It is also being deflected, but which is opposite to the alpha. And the gamma, which is no deflection at all. Okay, so these are all the basic properties for the alpha, beta and the gamma rays. So in this lesson, we have detailedly discussed about what it is radioactive, what are the types of radioactive, how the alpha, beta and gamma rays form. So unstable becomes stable, it will be form the nuclear decay. So during that only alpha, beta, gamma particles are emitted. So what are the properties, basic properties of the alpha, beta and gamma? So these are all the very important questions in this lesson. Thank you.